I had no idea what was coming next. Not for my dad, myself, or for Joe. Still, I punched the rental car radio hard enough that the green digital display went black. I sought to dawdle and took the long way around, through Worcester. I called Joe. Worcester's unheralded skyline came around the curve, dominated by a big glass bank building and a high-rise apartment that never quite caught on. I took the Vernon Street exit by a leprechaun hat the size of a shed. Obliged to fight, we crossed the street to them. It was too cold for this shit and we were too old for this shit, I muttered. The guy was just reading from a script written for him when he was 11 or 12, and Joe was reading from a script written by the better part of a liter of Jack Daniels. Take Route 9, take Worcester. The hand of God touched neither, nor does either place have much you can't find elsewhere. So why care? It was a question I couldn't answer, and that was my answer. I too was irrelevant. Maybe that was the reason for the rage of the New Englander. It took a second for me to realize that to the detective these things were exactly what they sounded like. By knowing Joe and the guys around him so long, one gun or a few 8 balls of cocaine just didn't add up to the kind of seriousness that they did to the law. They seemed like the instruments of an underground revolt against a depression the size of the world. But here they were, laid bare by my new ally as the felonies that they were. I saw Joe coming out of the bathroom, looking like he was being carried on the shoulders of a grateful nation, his mouth wide and his eyes roaming. He bumped into Kyle, and they started toward the door. Route 9 was a profoundly unconscious stretch of the human enterprise, like so many places. The stores, the empty patches by woods and lakes, the apartment complexes, the uneven peppering of red lights, they all seemed immune to remark. And death, my death and every death, was always there, just waiting. But you could lose it pretty easily, like you can lose the late afternoon sun in the downtown of a city. You only had to turn a corner, and it was gone. From the road, I saw the lights I was looking for, and turned.